Welcome, everyone. We're back, and this time we're not watching the fucking State of the Union. Thank God.
Except for you, Tom. You're not welcome here.
Yeah, that's true.
You know
Tom
what you
has to
did.
watch the fucking State of the Union on a loop.
I
Oh,
cast
God.
Eternal State of the Union.
I cast Endless Wipe.
Yeah.
Oh, my
Oh, that's
God.
a
I've,
rough
I've
one.
had
I
that one.
mean,
I've had that cast on me before.
see, I'm not gonna lie. The counterspell to Endless Wipe is the same counterspell that is to most bathroom problems. Get a bidet, you fucking
Yeah,
Americans.
I
Like,
know. I know.
I'm
I
sorry, I'm gonna
want
die on
one,
this
God
hill,
damn it.
bro. I'm
I
sorry that
need
we're
to
like
get
50
one. I've
years
been meaning
behind the
to.
rest of the world.
Yeah, did you hear that fucking Mamdani had a bidet installed in Gracie Mansion and a bunch in like the New York Post were trying to call him elitist for it? It's like, wow, I didn't
Didn't they
realize
try
it was
calling him
elitist
elitist because he
to have
asked for like
an
a
asshole
specific
that
drink
doesn't
one time?
sting.
I mean, I'm like, didn't they specifically say he was an elitist for trying to ask for some kind of drink?
Uh, did they? They did that with Obama with the Dijon mustard.
I feel like there was a Dijon mustard esque thing with a drink, but I don't remember what it was.
I don't know. Fucking probably. They tried to fucking say that it was his fault that the streets were covered in dog shit after the snow melted. They were trying to say that his snow
Hold on.
shoveling
So,
form
do
was
they
bad.
want shit or not want shit? Because
Yeah,
you can't be mad at
exactly.
the day and mad at the dog shit. We really got to pick a lane here, folks.
Yeah, they want people to have stinky buttholes, I guess, but they want dogs to have clean buttholes.
It's 2026, folks. Everyone needs a bidet.
Yeah, we really do. They really are
It's
like a
crazy,
godsend.
bro. Why? They're just like better, bro. Like, listen here, we dropped two nuclear bombs on a country, and we're still 100 years behind them in toilet technology. Where the fuck are our priorities at?
Uh, I think you answered your own question. They're on nuclear weapons.
Yeah, but like us as a people, I don't get the benefit from thermonuclear weapons. If anything, I just live in constant fear because I know that it takes just 20 minutes or less and we can all die on the planet. But that's neither here nor is it there. We can benefit from toilet technology.
Truth nuke is the best kind of nuke. I do agree.
What's the truth, Nuke?
Oh, you saying everything about bidets was the truth nuke.
Oh, truth. I mean,
Hang
I
on.
just, we live in weird times where there's so
Clearly,
much
yeah.
technology that people theoretically have access to that we just don't use. Where, I mean, I don't know, like if it was like 1910 and like someone goes to the World Fair, they're like, holy shit, things are changing. Time to go and redo my house. And like now people are like, oh no, the thing can make sentences. It's gonna take my jobs. They took her jobs. Oh no, I can't imagine an electric vehicle or any alternative power source or anything actually substantially changing. Oh my god, it's ridiculous. It is
Nothing ever
ridiculous.
happens.
Well, no, things happen. We're just in postmodern capitalism, and not a lot happens in postmodern capitalism because they already gave us enough Pompeii and Curicum to fucking go and kill ourselves with.
Basically, yeah.
Pompeii, Curicum, bread and circuses for the Latin nerds. Sorry.
Is it possible that you can leave and then rejoin? Because the sync is off a little bit. All right. There we go. Okay, let's see if it works again. I'm all alone. My life shall end the way it began. Alone. Though in this case, I'm only alone for like a minute or two while I wait for Nick to get back. In the meantime, how you doing, chat? You having fun in the collapse of America? Because I certainly am. Oh, ooh, fuck me. It's no longer about how can I. Oh, make. I'm assuming. Okay. It's no longer about how can I make the best lemonade on the block, but instead, what is the legal amount of piss I can substitute my lemonade with and get away with it? You'd be shocked at the percentage, by the way, in that question. Like, you'd be shocked what people wouldn't fucking notice if you put enough sugar in there. Fucking goddamn diseased people. Oh God, I don't know if we're gonna make it, boys. We're not gonna make it. No, we ain't gonna make it. We're not gonna make it. Kill us now. Ding 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 ding. Boom 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 boom. Also doing good. Need a better chair. Yeah, I actually over the course of the last year and change, let's say, I got a new mattress. Hang on. There we go.
How's that?
That's better, it seems.
Alrighty.
Anyway, finally finished Wonder Man. Yes, Wonder Man was fucking masterful, wasn't it? Anyway, I was saying before you got back, Nick, that I over the course of the last couple of years got a new mattress, a new recliner, and a new desk chair, and as a result, my back no longer hurts every minute of every day.
Can't relate to that.
Yeah. So much Riz in Fallout. I haven't seen it, but I'll take your word for it.
Wait, hold on. I thought we were talking about Fallout?
Yeah, I finished Fallout. So much Riz in that show.
All right. So we can finally talk about the low down dirty here.
What's that?
Fallout is the best TV adaptation we've gotten of like a Western RPG TV show, but that really is such a low bar that it's a very vibes based show. And I don't know how to feel, and I'm curious what you'd have to feel about this. Where like they're setting the canon for the future to be a lot different from what we know. I mean, to some degree, fuck it, right? Because that's what you do. But to some degree, I really wish these creators had a bit more faith in their audiences, that it didn't feel like we were watering down every plot. So, like, it could be understood while being on your phone, as you said.
That's kind of. I felt a little bit. I rewatched it recently on Blu-ray, so that's why I'm thinking of it. I kind of felt to some extent the same way about the second season of the Last of Us TV show. Like, the basic plot is the same, but they changed the plot structure around a lot, made it a lot less non-linear. And it's just like, oh, like I get that you have to dumb it down because the average TV viewer is like subliterate, but like, guys, come on.
But we love subliteration.
I don't. Yeah, second screen optimized shows. People accused Stranger Things of being that, but like, at least Stranger Things. I mean, yeah, it wasn't a very hard to understand show, but it was at least reasonably well executed for most of its run.
Yeah, no, if you got problems with Stranger Things, you should have started with season 1 like a real person.
Stranger Things, I feel bad for Stranger Things because there are a lot of things it does that are, in its case, defensible that other shows don't, where it's not defensible. So when shows get shit on for doing those things, Stranger Things gets thrown in even though it doesn't deserve it.
I can't relate much to this because I don't know exactly the deets, and I just I hate 80s nostalgia. Just hate it.
I'm definitely sick of it now, but Stranger Things hails from the era where I wasn't sick of it yet, so it gets grandfathered in.
Oh no, I was already so fucking over it. God. Listen, I have a white mom who loves the 80s. It never ends.
True.
It has never stopped. It's always been Cyndi Lauper and Matthew Broderick type beat. And bro, just I'm tired. I'm tired.
Well, what it is with like, I'm trying to think of what the best. Oh yeah, so like, Stranger Things got a lot of shit for the fact that it had like really long gaps between seasons
In production or in like the shows?
in production.
Okay.
Because then I take it you haven't seen it or haven't seen much of it.
Nope.
Okay. So the first few seasons they actually had pretty reasonable gaps between seasons, like a year to a year and a half. Like, all right, that's fair. But then between seasons 3 and 4 there were 3 years, and then between 4 and 5 there were another 3 years.
It's kind of Rick and Morty-ish.
It is, but here's the thing. They used to have short gaps between seasons. What happened was that between season 3 and 4, COVID shut them down for like a year and a half. And then between seasons 4 and 5, the writers and actor strike shut them down for almost a year.
I mean, that's rough. Because, like, I get the frustration just because, man, I just went through a pandemic and y'all are using that to leverage the studios with a strike now. I mean, compared to other unions, this is a little bit of a slap in the face considering how non-essential you are and how it just, I don't know. But there's a lot to unpack there.
I am always in favor of a strike. Anyway.
Always?
I mean, like, you could construct a scenario where I wasn't, but in real life, yes.
Well, I'm just saying, like, considering the tampering and shit, I don't know. Like, I'm all in favor of, like, a well-executed strike.
Yeah, that's a whole different thing. But anyway, my point is that, granted, the VFX in the last 2 seasons of Stranger Things got really complicated. So there would have been a gap, but there would have been more like a 1.5 to 2 year gap between seasons, and not 3 and change. And like, I don't get me wrong, I get it, but they had fairly good excuses both times. Whereas like Blue Eye Samurai having 3 years between seasons, 6 episodes a season, like, what the fuck, guys?
I don't know, dude. I think we should maybe not criticize one of the few hand-drawn animes we have left.
Oh, no, I love Blue Eye Samurai. I'm just saying that unlike Stranger Things, that one didn't get fucked by the pandemic very much because you can animate from home.
Yeah, but it takes a lot more work.
No, I know. And that's a bad example because they didn't know they were going to get renewed. Fucking, I don't know, like Ginny in Georgia. I haven't watched it, but I know they have long-ass fucking breaks between seasons.
People care about that show?
Apparently, America B, or whatever it is Twitter calls it.
What?
Twitter has this joke about, like, America B, which is, like, the alternate universe America that shows, like, Georgie and Mandy's first marriage or Blue Bloods hail from.
But, like, why do they care?
Just because it's amusing to pop in every now and then on America B and like, oh, damn, Blue Bloods has got renewed for season 20. Good for them.
America be fucking around. America be dangerous. America be a problem. I don't know. Like, this is...
Yeah, I don't even like Georgie and Mandy much, and that's me saying that as somewhat of a Young Sheldon defender.
Is that a spinoff?
Yeah. America B, that Alex guy, that's where those shows hail from.
Wait, Young Sheldon and Blue Bloods share a universe, you're telling me?
No, Georgie and Mandy and Young Sheldon do.
What does that have to do with Blue Bloods?
Oh, that's just another example of, like, a show that theoretically no one watches and yet continues to get renewed.
What are you talking about? No one watches Blue Bloods.
Well, okay.
I'm going to make this as simple as I can. Cops are a decent amount of people, and they keep getting more.
Yeah.
Cops love watching media about themselves because they're self-insert character ass people. They're the person in your D&D group who could never actually role play.
Yeah. So
they gotta watch Blue Bloods.
Well, yeah, that's what I'm saying.
All cops watch Blue Bloods.
Clearly somebody watches Blue Bloods because it keeps getting renewed. But I have never in my fucking life heard a person say, "Yo, I was watching Blue Bloods last night." And
how many cops do you hang out with?
It's not just cops though, like non-cops, or I mean that's a cop show, but like fucking 911.
A cop show for cops though.
Yeah, like 911 or Chicago Fire or
well, 911 is about emergency services, which don't forget include actual human beings.
Yeah, exactly. Just my point is like there are a ton of shows that go on for over a decade, even though you have never heard a human being mention them.
Everyone loves firefighters. Firefighters are great.
Yeah.
EMTs are great.
Yeah,
everyone should volunteer as an EMT.
I'm never going to do that because I'm too terrified of catching a fucking illness, but, you know.
My guy, no, listen, no one's expecting Howie Mandel to do it either. It's okay.
Yeah, and also just in general, like, I am not equipped to handle the stress of a life or death scenario.
You get used to it.
Yeah, well, probably, but anyway, my point, I was talking about fucking Georgie and Mandy and how, like, even as somewhat of a young Sheldon defender, I don't fucking like it very much.
So Georgie's the brother, right?
Yeah. Shouldn't a show about cops also appeal to non-law enforcement? Don't like them, but wouldn't you think the propaganda should preach to something other than the choir, I assume you meant? Yeah, well, that's the thing. Blue Bloods is a digestible enough show that non-cops enjoy it.
I think oftentimes it's less of a propaganda and more of a echo chamber for people before social media was a thing.
With that show in particular, yeah.
Because like we can all just sit around, have Tom Selleck stash really just make us feel comfy and like dad's in the room, and then we're gonna hear about how some criminals do some shit, but some other people clean it up, and that's how the world works, and it's okay as long as we have these dogs fighting the wolves and protecting the sheep.
Basically, yeah, that's the show. From what little I've seen of it, that's the show.
Bro, I've never seen the show, and I can tell you what it is because it's a fucking cop show.
Actually, you're incorrect. The best cop show ever is Cop Rock.
I mean, I don't know, man. Brooklyn Nine-Nine's just fun.
Brooklyn Nine-Nine is great. Cop Rock is the television equivalent of The Room.
See, I'd rather just actually watch Brooklyn Nine-Nine because I like Andy Samberg.
I do too, but actually, so here's the thing with Cop Rock, and I can go off on this tangent in a minute. Despite the fact that all the protagonists are cops, it actually depicts the cops rather negatively more often than not.
Yes, it's not a cop show then. It just has cop in the name.
Well, it's the producer who created it is the same guy who created Hill Street Blues. So it's kind of tonally similar to Hill Street Blues, except with fucking musical interludes every 12 or so minutes.
Like, okay, let it this way. There's mafia movies, you know, like The Godfather.
Yeah.
Then you have shit like The Untouchables, where it's like a half mafia, half cop movie, and then you have like a cop movie where it's like fucking Face Off or like Catch Me If You Can.
That is true. But
like,
do you ever watch Hill Street Blues, like, at any capacity?
I don't think so. Like I know the name, but I couldn't tell you what it is.
It ran all through the 80s. Like, I think it ran for like 7 seasons.
Oh, great. We're back to the 80s.
Early 80s starting, actually. But it's just about like a local police precinct in some unnamed city. Like the actual, if you describe the plot, it's the basic cop show. But it was pretty much revolutionary for its era because, one, it had this like really gritty documentary, like handheld camera style. And two, it was not a glowing portrait of the police department at all. Like it depicted them in all their wart-covered fucking semi-corrupt glory.
Hold on a second. Let's make a most extreme makeover situation here, and let's move that semi that shouldn't be here.
Well, the reason I say semi is because unlike something like The Shield or whatever, it's not entirely about how these people are pieces of shit. It's just sometimes about how they're pieces of shit.
Yeah, exactly. It's like a oh well, we talked about it, so see we're fair ass bullshit.
Honestly, it's too old to be that. That is more what I'd apply to something like Blue Bloods or like Law and Order SVU. But with Hill Street Blues, it was more just like we are depicting the daily lives of these guys. So sometimes you'll see them be nice, decent people, and sometimes you'll see a real bad side of them.
All I'm saying is I feel like the percentages are a little off. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I mean, it is just a cop show, and it was network TV because it was the early 80s. So, like, I'm not suggesting
80s,
it's
the
a
whole
fucking...
public still has faith in the police force as a whole.
Yeah, like, it's not a fucking Boots
Or
Riley movie. I'm just
the
saying,
public
like...
can expect at TVs.
Yeah, like, their take on the cops was a lot of, like, you know, some of these guys, this group of guys are just pure evil. This group of guys have been broken down by the system.
Exactly. It's the, oh no, there's just a few bad apples.
It wasn't even so much that. It was more the take of like, no, you can try to do good and sometimes you'll succeed, but the job will weigh on you and some of you will turn into monsters as a result. Like, that's the kind of attitude it had. Like, it was kind of a precursor to shows like The Shield or Southland or like, I don't know what other like gritty cop shows are. But it was pretty good. It actually, my dad has watched it through like a few times because it was one of the first like TV shows that was really good, at least in his estimation. And in one of the early episodes, fucking Jonathan Frakes shows up as a mugger.
I really struggle to think that any early good television was a cop show. I mean, I haven't seen it yet, but everyone still fucking tells me to watch The Wire.
Well, The Wire from... I haven't seen the whole thing, but I've seen some of it. But The Wire is a show entirely about how the police are evil. So...
Shit.
Yeah, like, it is the show that you would be all over. As far as cop stuff where cops, in this case specifically Secret Service, are evil is concerned, have I seen To Live and Die in LA? No, but it's on my watch list because I've heard people, including you, tell me how good it is.
Let's throw it on the list.
Yeah, like Hill Street Blues was...
Ain't nobody straight in LA.
True. Yeah, like Hill Street Blues was like... It was the first cop show to not be propaganda, is the best way to describe it. Or at least to not be propaganda.
Oh, this is fun.
What?
Oh, I was just reading the description for the movie. Oh, yeah.
This is on my mind because the other day I found an old thing I wrote in college that talked, among other things, about Hill Street Blues because it was a history of TV class. And so that's why it's on my mind. But I was just like, you know, yeah, Hill Street Blues really was kind of the first show about cops to really, at least to any capacity, depict the seedy underbelly.
I don't know, man. You look at like a fuck ton of westerns. That counts.
Well, yeah, but I'm talking like modern day police, not like period piece stuff.
I mean, a bunch of stuff. I don't know. There's a lot of things.
And also keep in mind, we're talking just the realm of television, not movies. Because movies could get away with a lot by the early 80s, but TV was still very, very constrained.
I mean, it's part they can get away with it, and part also just a bunch of bootlickers are mostly the people who are in these positions.
That's kind of true, but as a while back, that guy Alex was talking about how he was amazed that Fallout could be on Amazon, and I was going to say, the capitalists will sell you the rope that you will then use to hang them. They don't give a fuck.
Yeah, I mean, well, I don't know, man. Like, you got to pay them for Prime. You like they're making money off of like you going, oh wow, capitalism bad. But
yeah, exactly.
But it's the same fucking thing as selling you a bracelet for climate change. It's all bullshit.
Oh yeah, they're selling you the fantasy of overthrowing them because they're confident in their own safety.
Yeah, I mean,
which is,
plus that can change. Even talk to Tim Kaine, it wasn't originally about fuck capitalism. But like, I mean, don't get me wrong, it's cool that we've done it this way, but like, it's just a theme that we like to attach to it, and it could easily be taken away.
Wait, which movie did you say?
Oh no, like I'm saying Tim Kaine, who was the guy who made he was the creative director for Fallout 1, and I think 2.
No relation to Tim Kaine, the former vice presidential candidate, I assume.
No, not related. Okay. Just a weird name relation. I think one of them has an E and one of them doesn't.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, I mean, the whole thing's like Fallout wasn't even originally written with all of this political critique in mind. It's like cool that we added it along the way, but like adding those things can just as easily take them away. I don't know. It's not. It's just a fun fucking series.
Yeah.
I mean, if there's any medium that's actually going to overthrow the government, it's reading books, and
True.
That's why Audible just doesn't do certain versions of things. Where's the Anarchist Cookbook on Audible?
Yeah, I do not use. Well, I'm just not into audiobooks just because I can read fast. But like,
well, yeah, but accessibility first of all.
Yeah, no, I have no problem with audiobooks. I'm just saying that I don't use Audible like subscription services for my books. Like,
oh no, everything they make just ends up in places I can find.
Well, true. I just mean like what's an example? Like if I'm gonna rent, let's say I was going to rent a book from Amazon or buy it, like
sure.
I'm not fully confident that it's unabridged unless it explicitly says so.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, even cartoons. If you try to watch some shows on Netflix, they don't tell you, but you get the censored version. And I'm not just talking about like really seedy ass animes with titties. I'm talking like there's this fun show. It's very Adventure Time-esque, but for like adults, called Bee and Puppy Cat. And they just like cut half the episodes, like they like cut out scenes and parts just for pure censorship. And you'll never find out. But it feels like with like books, at least there'll be like abridged version.
You are correct, Ivas. Public libraries do have audiobooks available, and you should use that instead of Audible. Also,
oh yeah, no, I'm not advocating for Audible. I'm glad that audiobooks get made, and they seem to be a lot of the people that do the funding for that.
Yeah, which they see an opportunity, they take it.
Yeah. That's just a whole different thing. I don't support them in any way, shape, or form.
Everyone should also know that if you have a library card, you can sign up for free for Hoopla and Canopy, which let you rent audiobooks and movies and TV shows, comic books,
to quote
everything.
The great Arthur, having fun isn't hard when you've got a
library card.
It's beautiful. It's truly beautiful.
No, I use Hoopla like somewhat often.
Hoopla!
Like you'd be like, that's where I watched fucking Samurai Cop for the first time.
Where?
Hoopla.
Hoopla!
Yeah. Hoopla.
Hoopla.
Sounds like a lot of hoopla, right? Wrong.
Bro, we'll be here all night with me doing chowder fucking voice stems.
That was SpongeBob, but yeah.
Wait, Isn't there a fucking whole hoopla thing in Chowder? Or am I thinking of something else?
There might be. I didn't.
I
Well, I
don't
probably
fucking
did watch all of
remember.
Chowder, but it's been a while. And yes, there is also music on Hoopla. Canopy,
Hoopla!
however, is just movies and TV shows, so that's different. But you know,
I mean, yeah, get everything you can in every single way you can. Also remember, you can legally use some software to copy CDs to your music library to play later.
that
You can
is
get
true.
those CDs at your local library. And what you do with that information, I don't know.
Speaking of both libraries and perfectly legal websites, I actually had to use one the other night for a very annoying reason.
You can use them all the time. You
Well,
don't have to put yourself in these boxes.
no, that's not what I'm getting at. So, normally I do my best to find the thing I'm watching through traditional means, for ease, if nothing else. And I was looking for this movie I'd been told to watch called Murder by Numbers, which is from 2002. I wound up watching it. It's kind of forgettable. It has Nick Offerman in it for 1 second as a cop with one line, which is just funny in hindsight.
Speaking of Nick Offerman, I just watched Death by Lightning.
Nice. So, anyway, the DVD the library manages to get for me from one of the other libraries is like scratched to shit and has a bunch of spots where it skips. So I wound up hunting it down on one of my perfectly legal websites. And my God, I forgot how terrible the picture quality usually is on those.
I'm just gonna say it's like farmland, like if you're finding rocks in your soil, you're just in the wrong soil, my friend. The problem isn't farming.
Well, the problem in this case is that the movie Murder by Numbers is relatively obscure, so I had to go to a weird place to even find a copy of it.
For point of conversation, let's see. Oh, by the way, you hear about the ending of the Game of Thrones spinoff? Oh yeah, dude, we got straight 1080p, fantastic versions, like great audio.
Well, you're going to have to link me whatever perfectly legal website you use there because I'm stuck on shitty ones.
Yeah, man, there ain't no point fishing in a place with no fish.
Anyway, what were you asking me? Did I hear about what?
Oh, you hear about the ending of this Game of Thrones spinoff?
I heard that it did end, or that the first season did.
Yeah, apparently they're gonna keep doing it, but I don't know if they're actually changing the name or if it's just a joke. But I think they're changing the name
To what?
from a Knight of the Seven Kingdoms to a Knight of the Nine Kingdoms. Because like at the end, the like kids like, no, dude, there's nine. You're just wrong. But I don't completely know.
I guess that was what, like the name of the last episode?
Well, they like ended the show with that like on screen in the title font.
Oh, yeah. So that could just be promotional. It could be them actually changing it.
Do you know any instances of like changing a show name mid-show?
I don't know about mid-show, but Falcon and Winter Soldier did do that in the end credits of the last episode, where instead of the normal title, it instead said Captain America and the Winter Soldier.
I mean, that's just probably a setup for a movie.
Well, and it was, because they did that.
Oh, yeah, shows how much I pay attention.
Maybe they want to get out of paying the cast more. That is a distinct possibility.
It wasn't terrible, but it was really mid.
Oh, I guess that's why Sweet Life changed its format.
What?
I guess that's why.
I mean, but I thought they got a boat.
Well, yeah, they did get a boat, but I think the reason they got a boat was so they could call it a new show and not have to give raises to the fucking Sprouse twins.
Oh, wow.
I don't know if that's true, but I've heard 3, but yeah, it might be that after 2 seasons you have to start giving raises. I do know that for sometimes it's 3, because Netflix, if you notice, has a bad habit of canceling shows after their 3rd season.
But I thought that was just a weird curse they did for no reason.
No, that's probably because after season 3, they'd have to pay the actors more.
Huh? I didn't know that was because, like, I thought a few of those would have been worth the money.
Oh yeah, a lot of them would be worth the money, but we're dealing with fucking businessmen.
Fair.
Pretty sure that's like Disney's bread and butter. I thought their bread and butter was anti-Semitism.
Anti-Semitism. Jinx, you owe me a Coke. Jesus, yeah.
It's a good thing they kept the official name as the Falcon and the Winter Soldier, because it would have been really annoying to differentiate between that and Captain America, the Winter Soldier.
Captain America, that old Winter Soldier.
No MCU show has gone past 2 seasons except What If. Well, the 2 of the Netflix MCU shows did.
Jessica Jones and Luke Cage?
No, Jessica Jones and Daredevil. And there are... So hang on, is that really... See, the thing is that most of the MCU's shows have intentionally been miniseries.
They're also dog shit.
Well, not all of them. There's been a few that weren't very good, but most of them have been of a more consistently high quality than the post-Endgame movies.
Okay, I think I lost enough faith. I just don't do enough anymore.
Loki is good. I don't know if it's my favorite. I think my favorite's probably Wonder Man, honestly. Oh yeah, until you Wonder Man. Though fuck you, Alex. I love Daredevil Born Again. Fuck you.
Y'all really think Wonder Man is that good that it beats Loki?
Yes, because Loki is good, but it is like the type of show we've seen before. Whereas Wonder Man is like Midnight Cowboy if Jon Voight had superpowers. X-Men isn't MCU, but yeah, I've heard it's great.
I mean, how does that work? Do we do we absorb them in now because they own it?
Well, this is when Alex is saying X-Men, he's referring to X-Men 97, which is the cartoon. Yeah.
Yeah.
Da-da. Yeah, okay, so let me look at what Disney... I was pulling up the list of Disney Plus's TV shows. So, here, I'll put it on screen. Why not? Oh, fuck, that was the wrong button. Sorry. Share screen. There we go.
Did you put your porn on screen again?
No, I took you off screen for a second.
Oh my god, in February, nonetheless.
I know. I did a racism, but I have to forgive myself.
So, sounds about white?
Yeah, we've made that joke before. Okay, so WandaVision, intentional miniseries. Falcon Winter Soldier, intentional miniseries. That had 2 seasons. That had, like, 3.
Moon Knight did bust.
It did what?
It was fantastic.
It was, yeah.
Fantastic.
Hawkeye, I'd heard rumors that they were considering doing a season 2, but it was definitely a miniseries. Same with Moon Knight, same with Miss Marvel, same with She-Hulk. Like, I don't think any of these were intended to be launches for another one.
Give me Kamala Khan, damn it.
Yes, and I know you hate Moon Knight for some reason. I don't actually remember why.
Really?
Yeah, I don't know. Secret Invasion, that's the one everyone fucking hates. I didn't even think it was that bad. I just thought it was, like, forgettable. Like that kind of attitude.
Yeah, just mid.
I did fucking hate that they used AI art in the opening, though.
Oh, well. See, when a corporation uses AI art, I want to, like, burn down their headquarters. When, like, a small person does it, I'm like, well, you're poor.
And in their case, they did it a little differently because, like, at least according to their version of it, they used a closed model that was only fed the concept art. They did pay the concept artist.
So in other words, because they have the privilege to afford a closed model, I'm supposed to give them a fucking pass? Suck my dick.
No, not at all. I'm just saying that at least they didn't completely plagiarize.
No, please, just make your way straight to hell.
Yeah, remember, this is me. You never have to talk me into hating AI art.
Like, please, just follow the light and go straight downward. Straight Downward.
Um, Echo was surprisingly good.
I don't know what that is.
Did you watch the Hawkeye show?
No, I'm so far out of the loop.
Well, you haven't missed like that much, but so Echo is a we still getting that Vision show? Yes, we are. I think that's done shooting, in fact. I know we've seen set photos of it. So Echo is what's her fucking actual name? I don't even remember. But she is a deaf Native American woman with a prosthetic leg. So she hits all the fucking woke boxes, or rather, the conservatives freak the fuck out about it boxes. And she is like this badass martial artist. She's one of Kingpin's enforcers. She's kind of like his surrogate niece.
When we say a prosthetic leg, what are we talking here?
Like a real one, not a fucking Marvel one.
So, like, just a shitty Barbie doll leg?
Like the actress has an actual prosthetic leg that they show.
Oh. Well, she doesn't get like a Blade Runner leg or something?
I mean, it's a fairly high-tech one because she can do combat with it, but like, no, it is very much an actual prosthetic leg they make.
Give her a Blade Runner leg. What the fuck is wrong with people?
Well, in the comics, the character isn't an amputee at all. She's just deaf. But then when they cast it, the actress they cast happened to also be an amputee, so they just wrote it in.
I don't know, man. I don't know. I don't know. That's a lot. That's a lot. I don't know.
What's a lot? What do you mean?
Like, that's a lot of changes for a single actress who doesn't sound like we even know her by name. So she's just a random person.
Well, luckily for her, they were all things she actually was and or has. Maya Lopez, that's her fucking character's name. Okay. Alakwa Cox. They don't even have a fucking picture of her.
That's what I'm saying, bro. You rewrote an entire fucking Marvel series for a person with no wiki photo? That's just James Cameron. Like, what are we doing?
Well, they didn't rewrite the whole series. They just wrote in the prosthetic because they might as well.
That feels like it would impact things. You can't just like write it in. It would like be a part of the story.
Well, they did. They added it to the story, but like,
yeah, that's crazy.
I don't know. Whatever. That's fine. She still kicks motherfuckers' asses with it, so that's fine by me.
It didn't work for the show.
I mean, what do you mean it didn't work for the show? Like,
I mean, it doesn't sound like the show got very much like either good reviews or just a lot of watch. Like, it didn't get a cult following or a good critical.
Well, nothing really does for Marvel these days.
Was it also all along good?
It was all right, yeah. But yeah, with Echo, not only did it only have 5 episodes, but unlike most of them, they released it all at once because they clearly weren't confident in it, which is really funny because it was really good.
When are we getting new episodes of Your Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man? Oh my god.
I think this year. By the way, Echo and Wonder Man are the only 2 parts of the Marvel Spotlight banner, meaning the ones that are self-contained. And coincidentally, they are the 2 best. Changes are fine when it's with smaller characters like Echo in the comics. I understand keeping things in line when it's a popular character, but not small ones. Yeah, they really liked Alakwa Cox because not that this matters too much to the way the story is written, but they changed which tribe of Native American she is because I think the one in the comics is like Cherokee, but then the actress was Choctaw. So then they were like, oh, well, we can change it to Choctaw with minimal alteration. So
all I gotta do is add a casino or 2. It works out.
Amazingly, they didn't do the casino thing with them. They had a rather non-stereotypical depiction of Native American life, and I like that. Well, yeah, because she goes home to like, I don't remember if it's literally a reservation or if it's just a majority Native town. It kind of felt more like the latter because they didn't seem to have like restrictions on what they could do and where they could go. So, I don't know, but yeah, they had a pretty non-stereotypical depiction of the Choctaw characters.
All right, fair enough. Fair enough. I will take an American point of view on this show and just put my reservations to the side. Sorry.
Well, yeah, I mean, in her case, like she's going home to Oklahoma after years of being away in New York City.
Fancy New York City.
Yeah, so she was introduced in Hawkeye as one of Kingpin's enforcers who has a bone to pick with Hawkeye because he killed her father.
That's not a good thing to do.
Yeah.
You knew that.
Well, he killed her father because her father was one of Kingpin's guys, and Hawkeye, during the 5 years between Infinity War and Endgame, he was running around being the Punisher, basically.
Ooh.
Or the Ronin, as he was called. And so one of the many anonymous criminals that he killed during his attacks on crime was Maya's father.
It's not a good look.
Yeah, and he finds out why she hates him, and he's like, yeah, that's fair, I get it. Ultimately persuades her into abandoning vengeance, and she kind of finds out Kingpin was sort of responsible for it too, or like placed him in the crosshairs type of thing. So now her vendettas with Kingpin. She shoots him and injures him, and then runs away to Oklahoma, and has to like reconnect with her family and shit.
Okay.
Yes, a nice little 5-episode show. Had a little cameo from Daredevil in one scene that was really great.
Okay.
Because they have a flashback to her as one of Kingpin's guys, and they show one of the nights that Daredevil fucked with them. So there's this whole like badass one-take martial arts fight between her and Daredevil that goes on for like 2 minutes.
That's sick.
Agatha all along, not bad. Yeah, had some cool stuff. I don't know.
She was Agatha all along.
Yeah, they had Patti LuPone in there. I know all the homosexuals, and by the homosexuals, I mean myself as well.
Man just came out on stream. And
I did. No, I'm kidding. But apparently the gays love Patti LuPone. All right,
listen,
cool.
We all support you. It's okay.
Yeah, I mean, some people are into heroin.
Some people are into heroin. You could just be into cock. Like,
Your Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man, we both watched that. We both thought it was fantastic. Daredevil Born Again, Alex has a fucking stick up his ass about it, but I loved it.
By the way, I just want to pause and say from Your Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man, Tombstone. Ooh.
Yeah, their Tombstone was cool. I liked every every kind of reinvention they did in that. I thought was good. I didn't even mind the origin change because it's supposed to be such a different take on him, you know?
Yeah, I mean, I think with Spider-Man in particular, because we have such a multiverse that exists, and like we know that there's like a fuck ton of Peters and Miles and all that, it's always really easy to accept the new origin or like just something new being thrown in there, because it doesn't have to be our particular favorite. It could just be another one.
Yeah. Speaking of, by the way, I really hope the next MCU Spider-Man movie that comes out like this year, I hope they don't have to show a flashback or anything, but they have to at least like talk about Uncle Ben.
I'm enjoying the fact that we haven't.
No, I don't want to like go see the whole origin. I just want him to like actually say out loud, you know, ever since I lost Uncle Ben, you know, this means a lot to me or whatever.
But like, we got hot Marissa Tomei in this universe.
Not anymore. She's fucking dead now.
Yeah, but we can do bullshit if we want to.
Yeah, I know, but like I really liked that in Spider-Man Far From Home when they show that like 1 second shot of him packing his suitcase. The suitcase has Uncle Ben's initials on it. We seem to have confirmation there will be Manhattan swinging because we've seen set photos and it looks very much like a Spider-Man movie should.
Wait, hold on. So when you say that there were Uncle Ben's initials on there, do you mean it was just a logo for an oil company?
No, it very funny. No, it was like BFP, like Benjamin Franklin Parker or whatever his full
B
name is.
fucking P, bro.
Yeah, like they have hints at Uncle Ben in those movies, so we know that he did exist. Um, no, it was Ready Rice. Yeah, true. Um, like actually, in Homecoming, when Ned finds out that he's Spider Man, and Ned's like, "Why haven't you told May?" Somewhere in that scene, he goes, "With everything that's happened lately, like I don't need her to have more to worry about." So like they kind of hinted at him there.
Ned really just feels like an Asian version of Wade from Kim Possible.
He
Just
kind of is,
right?
yeah. Um, Actually, I remember I hate to give the fucking Russos credit for anything because I hate them so much after the Electric State, but I'll give them credit for this part. I remember I watched something about Captain America Civil War, and they commented that when we see Peter and Aunt May's apartment, they purposefully set dressed it to imply that they haven't lived there very long.
So they moved out of Ben's house lickety split.
Yeah, like because a big thing that happens in a lot of versions of Spider-Man is that with Uncle Ben's death comes financial issues.
Yeah, yeah. Well, like if you don't do that, why does he get the job taking the photos?
Well, I mean that could also just be photographic ambition on his part, but yeah.
I suppose.
But yeah, like if you, especially with Peter's room, less so with the living room, but like in Peter's room especially, you notice that he doesn't have any like decorations on the walls. Like it looks like he's only lived there for like a month. And in fact, note that in Spider-Man: Homecoming, which takes place a few years later, not only has he decorated more, but he has a nicer bed and some way better shit, which implies that Tony Stark saw how he was living and was like, Jesus Christ, here's $1,000, buy yourself a proper bed frame.
Jesus Christ, another fucking thing Tony Stark has to do to carry the character development.
Well, I mean, maybe Aunt May bought the fucking bed frame, but the point is that he suddenly... Well, she's not destitute.
She's pretty destitute, and now she's destitute.
Yeah, I mean, that's the thing. Like, they didn't really get into what she did for work other than working at that foundation, but, like, they seem to be fairly capable of paying the rent every month.
It's because Aunt May's selling drugs on the side, bro.
Maybe. Also, the MCU Spider-Man shows don't like to do anything that make you feel sad. Yeah, that is true. Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man was good about that, but the movies have their issues with it on some fronts.
Spider-Man needs to have his highs and his lows.
Yeah, well, they did a good job with the low part at the end of No Way Home, so...
What do you mean by that?
Like, his life is dog shit at the end of that movie.
Why is his life dog shit?
Everyone he knows is either dead or has been magically mind wiped of him. He now has to get a GED because he can't go to school anymore while working full time. He no longer has any of Tony's fucking fancy pants technology, so he has to be Spider-Man with just his wits. Like, that's great storytelling wise, but if I were Peter, I'd walk into the ocean with my pockets filled with rocks.
I mean, that Peter, maybe, because he's never had to do anything, ever.
Spider-Man has also never has financial issues in those movies. Maybe Uncle Ben's life insurance paid out big time. I would assume that he had like some pension or something. Like obviously the Parkers are never rich, but like I don't know. It would make sense that Uncle Ben had like, oh, here's a $30,000 life insurance policy.
MCU Peter needs to suffer.
Well, yeah, and he will now. Don't worry.
That's not enough for me. He didn't suffer so much that his suffering now tenfold. Like I cast Infinite Bees.
Yeah, I cast Get Written by Steve Ditko and yell at some protesters about objectivism that one time.
Jesus, I mean, why not yell at protesters about objectivism?
The show Friendly Neighborhood is the only time I really felt emotional in a Spider-Man story from Disney outside May's death. Yeah,
talk that truth.
The John Watts ones, Well, see, here's the thing with the John Watts ones, the Peter stuff is all fairly good. Like his relationship with Liz works pretty well. His like trying to get MJ to be interested in him and having no idea how to approach her. Like all the John Hughes stuff works. And then the superhero stuff comes in and you're like, "Oh right, yeah, it's Spider-Man, isn't it?"
Are you are you talking about Tom Holland?
Well, yeah, but I'm talking about like the John Hughes style of stuff.
Yeah, dude. I don't want fucking Peter Parker in 16 Candles with like weird fucking random shit. Do Spider-Man. Be Spider-Man.
Yeah, well, now he is because now the whole world doesn't know who he is.
I, I need more.
Oh yeah, we were talking about MCU shows. There's Ironheart, which was not that great.
That's what they call me.
Yeah, I'm not like the biggest MJ fan either. She's all right. Like Zendaya is good with what she has.
Yo, honestly, listen. I'm okay with Peter Parker pulling like one bad bitch, but like, I swear, he needs to be like someone who is bullied. And the fact that I'm not getting a Peter Parker that's getting like shoved in lockers, you know, I'm like, okay, I'm getting the male equivalent of when you'd have like an 80s movie, it's like, oh, look at her. She's the pathetic, ugly nerd girl. And then not another teen movie's like, she's a ponytail and glasses. And yeah. Tom Holland's the male version of that. Like, what the fuck are we doing? It doesn't feel like he doesn't feel like Peter Parker. He just puts on a suit and looks like Spider-Man.
Comic Peter pulls big time, though it's more in college and beyond. Yeah, I was gonna say, like, Peter does get an absurd amount of trim.
It takes him a bit, though.
Yeah, not in high school. It's in college that he starts.
Yeah, oh yeah, no. I want young Peter to be bullied by a Flash Thompson.
And well, he was in Homecoming. It's just that it took a more modern form of bullying, which is, haha, I'm smarter than you, not shove you in locker.
No, see, well, like cyber bully him into giving him an NFT because we want to make it more modern. Fuck off, like.
Yeah, I mean, I know, just. Honestly, I just wish they did Spectacular Spider-Man with the movies. They had the cast, but just did Disney show with Spider-Man in it. Yeah, though doing a live-action Spider-Man show would be a challenge, just visual effects-wise. But like animated or something, that's fine. Oh, it's not the actor that's the problem. It's that making the effects good enough to do Spider-Man on a TV budget is going to be a problem.
It's Disney money. What do you mean budget?
I honestly forgot. Oh yeah, movie inspired by Spectacular. That would be great. Eyes of Wakanda. I forgot this existed.
What is it?
It was a little animated miniseries about Wakanda, like anthology stuff across the different eras.
Is it good?
It's all right. A little like. I mean, there were 4 episodes, and each was like 30 minutes. You could kill the whole fucking thing in 2 hours. It was all right. Had some cool shit in it, I guess.
Do we get to see like armored rhinos?
I think so.
That's pretty cool.
Marvel Zombies, that one sucked.
I heard people did not like that.
Well, it just didn't fucking do anything interesting with the material, and then ended on a big-ass fucking cliffhanger that they have no intention of ever resolving.
By the way, speaking of reading and cliffhangers, shout out that show Between the Lions. PBS.
True.
Cliffhanger.
Also, we shall see if you can do a Spider-Man show with Spider Noir. That has to suck, right?
Are you saying that the ratings are gonna splat?
Maybe. Like, it looks good from the trailer, but like it's a Sony live-action Spider-Man spin-off show. It has to be terrible like all the others, right?
But isn't it the rage?
Yeah.
I mean, anything's possible when you're in the cage.
That is true.
Anything is possible. It could be the greatest thing ever, and it could be the worst thing ever.
Oh, to answer your question, it's according to Wikipedia, it is late 26. I guess that's when it comes. Marvel Zombies was that thing you said where I need the main character in the center of the screen for every scene telling me to my face what's going on the whole runtime. That is true, but in that show's defense, it's not because the audience was on their phones, it's because the plot was so convoluted and ridiculous and relied on so much ancillary, like, MCU shit that they had to remind you what the fuck any of the technology was.
How so?
Like, because the whole plot is like, it's the thing that the last season of Stranger Things got accused of. All right, we're going to take this piece of technology from the Ant-Man movie 15 years ago. Then we're going to mix it with this Guardians of the Galaxy thing you forgot existed. Then we're going to take it to this location from Civil War. Like, it was that kind of shit. And they're walking you through it because it's been a decade since you watched Civil War, and you have to be reminded, what the fuck was the significance of Germany again? Like,
oh, they were Nazis.
Well, they were talking about a particular scene from Civil War, but yeah.
I mean, it's just usually a good bet, just saying.
And also, so, like, it's supposed to be a spin-off from the Marvel Zombies episode of What If.
Yes.
And in the Marvel Zombies episode of What If, the specific point of divergence where the zombies show up was the end of Ant-Man 2, when they go to try to rescue Michelle Pfeiffer from the quantum realm, all right?
Okay.
So logically, anything post, like, well, I guess post Ant-Man 2 doesn't happen in this world. So that means no Infinity War, no Endgame, none of the shit since.
Sure.
But then this Marvel Zombie spin-off show from presumably the same point of divergence has, like, a ton of shit that was introduced later.
Yeah.
And it's like, okay, so, like, I guess it's not impossible that Kate Bishop still becomes Hawkeye, but, like, things would have gone very differently.
Yeah. I feel it.
Lord of the Rings just did the same thing and just said, this is important, don't worry, here's the obstacles, keep up. I didn't watch... Are you talking about the movies or the show? Because I didn't watch the show.
Rings of Power?
Yeah. So I don't feel like Marvel Zombies had to treat me like a barely sapient garbage gremlin. I have family for that. Yeah, true. But,
hey, listen. You're not a garbage gremlin. You are a beautiful garbage orc.
Oh, I guess it was the movies he was talking about.
Yeah, Lord of the Rings really just kind of hit you with a lot of setup, but I'll be real. I think it's because, like, the guy wrote an obscenely long set of books, and they're like, yeah, the only way to lore dump on you is to just lore dump on you.
Yeah, true.
Like there is no complicated, clever way to get this out there. I just kind of got to let you know what's going on.
Oh, so to answer what you were saying in the chat earlier, Alex, Daredevil Born Again has a confirmed season 3, and I believe, even though it doesn't say it here, I believe Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man does as well. Yeah, here we go. Season 3 right here. So it's not like they can't get a show past season 1. It's that most of their shows were self-contained little miniseries. The movies weren't worried on the magic and bullshit. They were concerned with the emotions and let things play out. I love them for that. That is fucking true. Yeah. Marvel Zombies was much more about mashing the action figures together than it was about telling a story.
Yeah.
But, I mean, it wasn't the worst fucking thing I've ever watched. It just wasn't very good.
I mean, I have you to thank usually for that.
You have what?
If it's the worst thing I've ever watched, I normally have you to thank for that. So
that is true. I did make you watch Samurai Cop.
Nah, you made me watch War of the Worlds, and you also made me watch the movie that I will never name on the stream. Just know, folks,
it was terrible. It was terrible.
And for the record, I didn't make you watch War of the Worlds. I suggested it, and you did it in your own time.
Okay, fair.
I did make you watch The Flash, though, and that's fair to shit on me for.
that was rough.
Oh yeah. Speaking of, Alex, I won't say your channel name because I don't know if you want it advertised, but I watched your video from today about the DC, like the old DCU, the DCEU as they called it, and I forgot how fucking awful Man of Steel was, dude.
No, that movie was bad.
Like, I knew that I hated it, but then I was watching clips from it again in this video, and I'm like, I forgot how hideous this
Fuck that
movie
city
is.
up, right?
Yes, they did the math on how much that would cost. Like, hang on, what was it? To Metropolis, Man of Steel. Do you have? Can I get like a source that isn't the fucking AI?
No.
Come on, dickhead. Hang on. Okay, here we go. Back in 2013, BuzzFeed wrote an article analyzing the hypothetical damage caused in Man of Steel. They contracted Charles Watson, a scientist and longtime disaster expert, to work on the figures. Watson and his team at Watson Technical Consulting examined the movie to model the damage done to Metropolis, including monetary cost and human casualties.
Okay.
This is what they found. They studied the World Engine Ground Zero in central Manhattan and Chicago, finding that the major damage would be a mile in diameter. Watson Technical Consulting estimates that in the days after the Black Zero event, meaning the battle for Man of Steel, the known damage would already be mind-blowing. 129,000 people dead, over 250,000 people missing, many of whom would also eventually turn out to be dead. Nearly 1 million people injured. The impact, quote, seemed to be similar to an air burst from a 20-kiloton nuclear explosion in terms of shock effects, but without radiation or thermal effects.
Sounds accurate.
The physical damage done to Metropolis is estimated to be in the range of $700 billion. The total damage of the BZ event, meaning like not direct damage, would cost $2 trillion.
Yeah.
In comparison, 9/11's physical damage cost $55 billion, with a further economic impact of $123 billion. So, which adds up to a total of $178 billion. In terms of cost and damage,
Hold on. So, can we South Park that for a second? How many 9/11s?
It says it right now.
Oh.
In terms of cost and damage, the Black Zero event was 11 times worse than 9/11. In terms of human loss, it was 43 times worse than 9/11.
43 9/11s?
Yeah. 43 9/11s worth of motherfuckers get killed in the first Superman movie in this franchise.
And that's a hero, folks.
Yeah. Now, granted, here's the thing with Batman v Superman. That movie mostly sucks. But like a bipolar person, it has moments of lucidity where it becomes good. That's actually mean of me to say, but you know.
Martha?
No, not Martha. That part was silly. What I mean is the opening scene of BVS, or the opening scene that's set in the relative present, is great. Where it's Bruce Wayne with no Batman gear or anything running single-handedly into the dust as everyone runs away. And then he finds the little girl and she says, I can't find my mom. And he's like, well, I'll help you find her. Where'd you last see her? And she points up to where there is no longer a fucking building.
It's like, yeah, dude, your mom is gone.
Like, that scene is awesome. And it belongs in a way better movie than that fucking abortion of a film.
Jesus.
That movie is such fucking dog shit. I hate it so much.
That bad?
I hate Batman v Superman so fucking much, dude. I hate that movie.
Tell us how you really feel. Jesus.
I hate that fucking movie so much.
How much do you hate it?
Yeah, they just fixed all the damage in like 2 years. Yeah. Fucking BVS takes place 18 months later. The city's just fixed. Everything's fine.
Don't worry about it.
Yeah. Wonder Woman's acting, yeah, Wonder Woman, Gal Gadot is the worst fucking actress I've ever seen. It's garbage with nuggets of silver, not gold, but silver. Yeah, I'd say the Batman warehouse fight, other than a couple of the guys getting killed, is gold.
I'm just saying, guys, silver's at like over 100 an ounce right now. Like, depending on the size of those nuggets, I'd personally be interested, but it's just me.
Yeah, I hate that fucking movie so much. So in this video I was watching, he kind of, I don't want to like completely fucking re-summarize the video. I want people to go watch it, but Alex kind of broke the DCU era, like the DCEU, into the like dark and gritty era, the act like Marvel era, and the who gives a fuck era, I think. Because yeah, like from Man of Steel to say Justice League was the dark and gritty era, firmly ending with Justice League. And then they tried to make Marvel movies for a while, and a couple of them were successful, but mostly they sucked. And then they said, fuck it, who cares, at the end.
What era is Shazam in?
The first one is the make Marvel movies era. The second one is the who gives a fuck era.
Nice.
Which I think is an accurate summary of the quality of both of those two movies.
I did enjoy that one joke from, I'm not sure which one it was, but where like the guy is just making a speech. What are you saying?
Yeah, which one was that? Oh, yeah, that was I can tell that was from the first one because it was funny.
I'm not gonna lie, that joke is top tier, and I think that joke belongs in a better movie.
Yeah, the first Shazam I like well enough. I haven't seen it since theaters, so maybe I wouldn't like it as much, but at the time I saw it, I was like, yeah, not bad.
Not bad, not bad.
They had a nice little big reference at one point. I always appreciate a big reference.
That woman was a pedophile.
Which one?
The woman who fell in love with the kid.
I thought that was the second one.
Isn't that the first one? Where like the whole plot is he like gets with the woman.
No, that was the second one.
Like you. Okay.
That was one of the things that drove me crazy in the second one, was that when Billy's got a crush on Wonder Woman, his family rightfully treats it as a teenage boy's precocious crush. But then when the other one gets kissed by 4,000-year-old Rachel Zegler, they just joke that it's inappropriate and then move on. In the same movie, too. Like,
Blinders.
yeah, seriously.
Just blinders. It's insane.
They fucking, spoilers for a movie from 4 years ago that no one liked. They kill Billy off, and then Wonder Woman shows up out of nowhere at the end to revive him.
Wait. What are you talking about?
At the end of the second Shazam movie.
Oh, I was talking about actual big, but true.
Oh, yeah. That woman was, well, not by design, but yeah, she was put in a position that was untenable.
Oh, she was put in a position. What are the Epstein files are you saying?
She didn't know that Tom
God.
Hanks was a magically embiggened 13-year-old.
She just happened to have a stop by at the island. She didn't know what was going on there.
No, like, you joke, but literally, yes. She had no clue that this guy she'd taken a liking to was secretly a 13-year-old boy embiggened by magic. I can't be mad at her for that. It's not like she fucked him again.
Just saying, set up a weird situation there.
What's our ranking of the top 5 DCEU? Mine are, I'm assuming you mean the Suicide Squad. You fucking better mean the. Shazam, Blue Beetle, Aquaman, Wonder Woman. Yeah, the Suicide Squad. Okay. So I'm going to pull up the DCEU full list.
Yeah, let's see what we got here. Also, weird question. Does Joker count in these?
No.
Okay.
And I'll leave out TV shows just for simplicity.
Throw it on screen.
Oh, right. I'm trying to make it big. Sorry.
We just talked about the problems with that.
I know.
It's going to end up in a pedophilic situation.
Okay, I have made this as small on the screen as I can.
Alrighty.
So you want to go first, or should I?
You.
There's no universe in which the Suicide Squad doesn't go first, because that's pretty much the only one of this entire list that doesn't suck shit.
Yep.
Or doesn't have connections to shit that sucks shit. So the Suicide Squad is pretty much by default number 1. Blue Beetle I'm putting as number 2. I like that one a lot. It looks like it's going to be somewhat integrated into the new canon. I like it. It's got... I've never seen a fucking superhero movie deal with Operation Condor as a major plot point. All right, I got to give it credit for that.
All right, Cobra Kai.
After that, I guess I got to go with Shazam, the first one, which fucking kills me. Or no, I'm going with Birds of Prey, actually. Because Shazam is probably a better movie technically, but Birds of Prey, even though it has a lot of elements that suck, like, just has some really fucking awesome shit in it. Like, it's a really fun, get stoned and fuck around movie.
See, here's the thing. I just don't remember any of it, actually.
It's one of the only ones on this list I've actually watched more than once. Because, like, it's got that scene where she's doing coke in the fucking police station and fighting her way through the cops, and, like, she turns that guy gets his leg stuck and she breaks it in, like, 4 different places with the bat. Like,
true.
His whole fucking leg is like spaghetti at the end. We had Ewan McGregor playing Black Mask, just like clearly having the time of his fucking life on the set.
Fair, okay.
You think you could beat me? You're a fucking moron! Like, what an awesome thing to have your villain say. Okay, so that's number 3. I fucking hate Zachary Levi, but I gotta give number 4 to Shazam. It's one of the few movies on the list that's...
Wait, I thought 3 was Shazam.
No, 3 I gotta give to Birds of Prey. 4 I'll give to Shazam.
Okay.
Because I fucking hate that guy now, because he's such an asshole. But, like, you know, Mark Strong is great. I also fucking hated what they did with Savannah. Like, I wanted magic versus mad science. I don't want Savannah to just have the same powers.
I get you.
But still, Mark Strong did a half-decent job with what he was given.
Yeah.
For number 5, I am legitimately torn between the first Wonder Woman and Black Adam.
You're tripping.
Well, because, again, the first Wonder Woman is a better movie, but Black Adam is so stupid that I had so much fun with it.
What about the Snyder Cut?
Oh my god! Well, we'll get to the bottom 5 in a minute. Bottom 5 are Wonder Woman 84, The Flash, Suicide Squad, Batman v Superman, and Shazam: Fury of the Gods. I agree with a lot of those, but I need to fucking look at them again. I'll give it to Wonder. God damn it! I'll give it to Wonder Woman. That No Man's Land scene was great.
So I'd rather Zack Snyder than a colonist.
Well, you get a colonist either way because Black Adam. Well, no, actually, no, fuck it. No, I'm giving it to Black Adam. Black Adam had anti-imperialist themes.
There we go.
Yeah, I fucking hate Gal Gadot, but Wonder Woman did have some great shit.
Fair, but she is ineligible for top 5 from my perspective.
Yeah, I think I agree. Now, if we're going bottom 5, absolute nadir has to be Suicide Squad 2016. I hate that fucking movie more than I've hated almost any other movie I've ever seen.
Wait, but isn't Peacemaker in the movie?
No, that's the good one he's in.
Oh, yeah.
No, this is the shitty one. Yeah, I fucking just... It says a lot that a movie I saw once 10 years ago, I still have multiple clear memories of. And that's how much I fucking hate this movie. I hate Jared Leto as the Joker. I fucking hate the team's lineup. I hate the aesthetics of it.
I hate Will Smith as Deadshot.
I don't, and he was one of the better characters in the movie, and I say that as someone who also didn't like him much. Yeah, Suicide Squad really is the bookend for this universe. So much so that the good one just got retroactively incorporated into the new DC universe. Which they'll deny that, but it's just what's happening. They've literally used footage from it in fucking Peacemaker. Yeah, so 2016 Suicide Squad's got to be the bottom. For second worst, second worst has got to be The Flash. The Flash was just like an embarrassment of fucking embarrassments.
Plus a cult leader.
Yeah, that's true. I'm not even, when I rate these movies, by the way, I'm not even getting into the personal ethics of their cast and crew. I'm just talking as movies.
He's like absolute dog shit at acting despite being a cult leader, and that pisses me off as a concept.
Oh yeah, I fucking hate the Flash movie so much. Yeah, that's got to be the second worst. For the third worst, I'm giving it to the Snyder Cut. I'm giving it to the Snyder Cut. Yeah.
Really, the Snyder Cut and not the non-Snyder Cut?
No, the Snyder Cut's worse.
Really?
Yeah. The theatrical cut of Justice League is the cinematic equivalent of someone smacking you in the face and then walking away. The Snyder Cut is the cinematic equivalent of having somebody grasp your testicles and very slowly increase the pressure over the course of 4 hours.
See, I remember having parts that I liked more.
Oh, I did not at all. Like, I liked, well, not liked. It was a more cohesive vision of a movie, which is probably a good thing in most situations. The problem is that meant it had more of what sucked about the other version. Like, say what you will about Joss Whedon's terrible fucking cut of Justice League, but, like, it's got the homeless guy with the I tried sign. It's got that awesome cover of fucking Come Together in the end credits. It's got actual color saturation.
What's the ending of that movie again?
They fucking kill Steppenwolf and save the day or something? I don't know. That's the end of both versions.
I thought there was that... What am I thinking of? I thought they were like stuck on a thing in the Snyder Cut at the end.
No, at the end of The Flash, he gets banished to the George Clooney universe.
Oh, God. Not the George Clooneyverse.
Yeah, seriously. But yeah, the Snyder Cut, it's the same basic... Oh yeah, the aspect ratio isn't fucking pretentious either. I hate that the Snyder Cut is shot in goddamn 4:3 for the IMAX theaters it'll never get shown in.
I mean, is that a pretentious thing, or is that just a hopeful thing?
No, it's pretentious. Not just because IMAX, but because shooting a superhero movie in 4:3 is a terrible fucking idea. It looks like shit.
For the not super film guys in the room, can you explain why?
A 4:3 aspect ratio means that it's square, like it's shaped like an old TV.
Okay.
And that is a terrible format to shoot a superhero movie in. In a superhero movie, unless you're making an intentional artistic choice, for a superhero movie, you want a big, wide frame so that you can show all the shit going on with the utmost effectiveness.
That makes sense.
For example, the first Spider-Man movie was shot, I forget the exact aspect ratio, it was like 185:1 or whatever. Like it was shot in a kind of a modern TV shape.
Yeah.
But then starting in Spider-Man 2, they switched to 235:1, which is the more cinematic letterboxed one. And the reason why they did that was because that allowed for a wider frame to show off how long and scary Doc Ock's tentacles are.
Those shits are long and scary.
Yeah, so they switched to that for 2, and then they left it in place for 3 because it just looks... Yeah, the first Avengers movie also shot in 16:9. I don't like that. I like that movie despite that, but I don't like when superhero shit is shot in 16:9. If it's TV, it's okay, but I don't like when superhero movies are shot like that. Yeah, the Snyder Cut looks like an episode of fucking Lois and Clark from the 90s. It does, because it's in fucking 4:3. And also, they did a black and white cut of it, too, that I didn't even watch. Justice is gray. How about you fucking wipe my ass, huh? Fuck you, Zack Snyder.
Whoa. Watchmen was cool.
Yeah, but he didn't make Watchmen. They handed him the comic and said, film this and put in none of your own ideas.
He didn't fuck it up.
That's true. Well, he fucked up a few things in it because he did put in his own ideas. But for the most part, he didn't fuck it up. The movie, though, was Logan? Thought it was Logan.
Both.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, Avengers does look a little bit like an Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. episode at times because it's shot in fucking 16:9, which, again, I like the movie despite that, but it does fucking irritate me. I didn't mind it when Ant-Man did it, though, because Ant-Man shot in 16:9 for a reason, because having a comparatively small frame fit the whole, like, he's a small guy in a big superhero world thing.
Oh, no, that sounds like cope.
Well, I'm not suggesting it was a good idea. I'm saying that that is the stated reason they shot it in 16:9.
Yeah, but what's the stated reason the room is so weird?
The stated reason the room is so weird is that Tommy Wiseau isn't from Earth.
He didn't say that.
Age of Ultron, I don't think it's the best looking Avengers movie color palette or effects quality wise, but yes, in terms of the balance of those things and having a proper aspect ratio, then yes.
I like Iron Man 3.
Which one?
Iron Man 3.
That was not bad. It was better than 2, certainly.
And I say that as an Avengers movie because we see Iron Man and more than 5 other things flying. Might as well be an Avengers movie.
True. By the way, that show Echo we were talking about, if we're talking aspect ratio stuff, they actually have a flashback to one of her ancestors in like the 1800s, let's say. Maybe like 1890s, maybe very early 1900s, still like the frontier era. And when they show the flashback to her, not only does the aspect ratio narrow to really square, but it turns into black and white, old-fashioned film reel, and it's silent with intertitles for the dialogue.
Didn't WandaVision do that?
WandaVision did 50s TV style. They didn't go so far as to literally be silent film with intertitles. Like, they only did it for one scene, so it's not that big a deal. But it was like, oh, that's cool. Like, you were flashing back to the silent movie era, so...
But was this person an actor?
Well, it was... No, but... It was reflecting, like, what would the superhero genre have looked like in her era. Or at least that's implicitly what it's suggesting.
I suppose it's a neat gimmick.
Yeah, especially when you only do it for one scene. It doesn't get old.
True.
No, my order goes Suicide Squad is the worst, The Flash is second worst, and Snyder Cut is the third worst. Then for...
What about Aquaman?
Which one? Because that's... I think fourth worst, I gotta go with Wonder Woman 1984. That movie...
Fair.
Not only does it suck, but it was really disappointing because the trailer looked so fucking cool. It had one of the coolest fucking trailers, and then the actual movie was so bad. It wipes its fucking ass with the continuity, wipes its ass with the character of Wonder Woman. Max Lord, I need you to give me the stone.
The stone?
If StreamYard ever adds donation sound effects, I'm going to make that the donation sound effect for if we get $4.20. I need you to give me the sound.
There are way better sound effects. I'm going to just throw that out there.
I mean, yeah, but... and then what's my fifth worst? Is it... You know, in the past, I would have said Batman v Superman, but after rewatching all the other Superman movies, I'm going to say Man of Steel is worse. Man of Steel is my number 5. Because Aquaman and the Lost Kingdom, again, sucks, but to use the same analogy, it sucks the way it sucks when someone slaps you and walks away. Man of Steel sucks in a way where they like kicked you in the fucking balls so hard you were hospitalized.
So I have the same bottom 5 as you, except swap out the Snyder cut for the shitty Aquaman.
Which one? The first or the second?
The second.
Okay, because the second, again, that one sucks, but it sucks in a way that I immediately forgot about it afterwards.
The first was bad, but I was like, I'm going to just give you faith that maybe you're just experimenting and trying something.
Yeah, Aquaman feels dead inside, like they all know they're here for contract obligations. That's true. The first Aquaman does suck, but it sucks honestly. It feels like a group of people actually trying.
Wait. Aquaman 1, swing and a miss.
Yeah.
It happens.
Yeah, Aquaman 2 was ball doesn't hit your bat, it hits you in your balls, and you double over, and you get to walk to the plate, and you do it like this. Like,
no, Aquaman 2 is like they throw the ball, and it hits your bat, and then it goes up, and it actually goes into the stands, and it hits your grandma right in her dome, and it knocks her out. But it was a foul, so you got to go and do it again. And then they throw it, and like as your grandma's getting carried out, you hit that shit, and it goes, and it like hits the EMT, and the EMT drops her off the stretcher, and she starts rolling down the stadium stairs. And I'm like, now she's probably dead, but like, you don't know that, so you hit that third ball, but you just got hit in the balls, and so you walk.
It's so true. So what would you say your top 5 are then?
Okay.
Oh shit! I can actually put them all on screen now. Finally,
the Suicide Squad, obviously, because
Yeah.
I'm a person with a soul.
Because it's the only one that's an actual movie.
Yep. I'll be real, guys. Really slim pickings here. I refuse to put Blue Beetle up where Larry did. I probably should, but I just can't stop seeing him as the kid from Cobra Kai, and that's just that just really pulls me out of it.
Did you even see Blue Beetle? I don't think you did.
I watched part of it and then stopped.
Okay.
I like started. I was like, no, this just ain't working for me. Like, I like had that conversation with you, and I was like, I can go and watch this. I was like, I can't watch this.
Yeah, I mean, it's not great, but like, it's nice to see that the floor for the new DC movies is as high as Blue Beetle.
Let's see here. Shazam gets number 2. But then Birds of Prey gets number 3, simply for the reason that I can remember more from Shazam.
Yeah, Shazam is a technically better movie, but it does not have Harley Quinn snorting coke and turning a dude's leg into spaghetti. So unfortunately,
I just didn't remember that until you brought it up, and I was like, oh yeah, no, she did do that. But like Harley Quinn just be doing Harley Quinn shit all the time, and I'd rather just watch the animated show.
True. Also, Mary Elizabeth Winstead is in it, and she's hot. So,
I mean, bro, fair enough, but like, ain't that Ramona Flowers?
Yes.
Bro, just go watch fucking Scott Pilgrim. Like, what are y'all doing?
Oh, yeah, I know. I've had a fucking boner for her since the shitty 4th Die Hard movie.
I pledge allegiance to the flag that is Ramona Flowers.
Yeah.
Oh. Let's see here.
However, 4, kids, remember, you are not Scott Pilgrim. The girl on the bus is not Ramona Flowers. Please bathe.
Oh yeah, no, like stop self-inserting yourself. If you think you're Scott Pilgrim, you are already disqualified from the ratings of this.
Yeah.
The most Scott Pilgrim character is someone who would never think he was Scott Pilgrim.
Harley was fine, but no other character in Birds of Prey outside of Black Mask was all that entertaining. Yeah, that is true.
Yeah,
but when most of the movie is just Harley and Black Mask.
It just kind of through my head.
I liked not only because she's hot, but I also did like Mary Elizabeth Winstead's take on Huntress. I thought that was all right.
But that was the other thing she's in that I can't put my fucking finger on right now.
Ahsoka, 10 Cloverfield Lane.
No, I want to say she's a brunette in what I'm thinking.
She's a brunette in most movies. Yeah, you definitely don't want to be Scott Pilgrim
Why not?
because his life is sad and he's kind of a pervert.
What are you talking about?
He's like fucking a 17-year-old.
He's not fucking the 17-year-old. They held hands once.
No, I know. I just
Don't you put that bad voodoo on Scott Pilgrim.
anyway. The point is that the whole point of Scott Pilgrim is that you don't really want to be like him.
Well, the whole point of Scott Pilgrim is he's fucking up, but he has the potential to be better.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, well, okay, you don't want to be Scott Pilgrim at the beginning of the thing.
Yeah, maybe him at the end.
Yeah, being Scott Pilgrim at the end is cool.
Oh,
let's see. Number 4, I mean, we really just end up having to go with Black Adam. Slim fucking pickings, bro.
yeah, I really did appreciate that Black Adam had such overtly anti-imperialist themes, though.
I mean, yeah, that he was just like, what the fuck's wrong with you guys?
Yeah, like the fucking, I think it was the kid saying to the Justice Society, like, you haven't saved us from our various oppressors, but now suddenly we have a superhero of our own and that's a problem? Fuck you.
Exactly, like, let me skateboard away and support this guy.
And listen to fucking 17 by Smashing Pumpkins for some reason.
I forgot about that, that's right.
That was so weird.
It was strange, but it was something. And like, bro, I'm down to such a fucking like.
Most people who want to be Scott Pilgrim don't make it to the end of the movie because they get distracted by something shiny. True.
Nah, absolutely, dude. Like, most people who think they're Scott are really nega Scott, and
Yeah.
that's not nigga Scott. That is nega Scott.
I was gonna say
Has to be specified.
Yeah.
Although they both would be black. This is
Few vowels are pronounced harder than the E in Nega Scott.
Yeah, like you really gotta lean on that one. Like,
I'm sure you've seen the clip from Fairly Odd Parents of him going, the Nega Chin! And they like, I don't even know if they altered the pitch or if they just put it in unaltered, but it sounds like something else.
I mean, that's mostly just how it sounds.
Yeah, I feel like they didn't have to alter it. I thought maybe they did the first time I saw it, but I don't think they did. By the way, the director of Black Adam is the guy who does like a solid chunk of those Liam Neeson action movies where he plays the same character in every movie.
Why is he like doing like a look maxing thing?
Because he's from Spain, I guess. I guess that's what they do.
True. Yeah, no, they like do that.
He actually, of all these movies, there is one that I really like, which is Run All Night.
All night?
Yeah.
I can't take a break?
Yeah, Run All Night, it's just like it's not the best movie ever or anything, but it's just one of those movies that knows exactly what it is, and it doesn't try to be anything. It doesn't try to have illusions about itself. It's just like,
oh, true.
Yep, this is this kind of movie. Like if we're gonna call it fast food, it's like actual really good high quality fast food.
It's Don't Kill Me People, Chick-fil-A.
No, it's better than Chick-fil-A. It's like fucking it's like Five Guys, let's say. It's Five Guys.
Five Guys is expensive.
Yeah, okay, but let's pretend Five Guys wasn't expensive. Fair
enough. It's just like for Five Guys prices, they should be bringing me that burger.
Yeah, it's just there's some cool shit in it. Like it's I have a soft spot for movies that take place over the course of one night. I have a soft spot for Christmas movies. Both apply to this movie. Liam Neeson and Ed Harris as the hero and villain, respectively, are excellent.
You also have a hard spot for movies that take place over one night.
Why is that?
I mean, you ever seen a porn that lasted more than one night? That's wild.
True. Yeah, Common is in it as this like fucking sociopathic assassin, possibly autistic.
Bro, I swear Common has like 2 characters he can play, and it's like the guy from that John Wick movie and Common, the rapper.
Well, he plays neither in this one. He plays like an autistic savant serial killer assassin guy.
Dude, that sounds just like the guy from John Wick.
Well, no, because John Wick, he was a normal, like, personable guy who was secretly an assassin.
I'm gonna go on the record and say I love John Wick. That fucking scene with him and Common, where they're shooting each other, is the stupidest shit.
It is, but I love that movie, so I'll give it to them. They can have a dumb thing as a treat.
No, but like it's so dumb. Like John Wick is so great, and then that scene happens. I'm just sitting there like, really? And then they're like, all right, back to the Russians. I'm like, I feel you could have just focused on that part.
Yeah, he's a very different character in Run All Night because he's like the semi-autistic, like seemingly emotionless guy, but you can see in his eyes that there's like a fucking sadism deep down there that's why he kills people for money.
So he's Black Accountant?
I haven't seen The Accountant, but yeah, I'll take your word for it.
He's Black Accountant?
This movie's from 2015. Doesn't that predate The Accountant?
I don't think so.
I thought that was 2016, The Accountant.
You're way too good at that. I fucking hate you, dude.
Well, I only know that because the sequel came out recently, and I was like, damn, that's been a while. But yeah, like they call in Common, and he's like, he always wears glasses, and he's got like his shirt buttoned all the way up.
Yeah, he's the Black Accountant.
Yeah, like he looks like fucking Steve Urkel if he was jacked. In terms of his fashion.
White jacked?
What?
Isn't Jaleel White jacked?
Well, yeah, but Urkel, the character, was not back then.
Whoa. What do you know about Stefan Urkel?
That's a different thing. Stefan Urkel is different from Steve Urkel.
Whoa, but they have the same build.
Anyway, so he's at like a strip club or whatever and not interacting at all. Like he's just sitting there motionless alone while the strippers are like grinding on everyone else. And then he gets a call, so he gets up to take the call, and they're like, we need you to kill someone on short notice. And he's like, well, short notice is going to be extra. That's fine. All right, well, what's his name? Jimmy Conlon. And then he pauses and he goes, keep the money. I'll kill that motherfucker for free. And hangs up. And then spends the entire rest of the movie trying to kill him. He's got like a fucking sight thing he attaches to the side of his glasses that folds over one lens, and it's got like computer and shit.
He has a Dragon Ball Z scanner. No.
I mean, he has a much simpler version of it.
It's
just a little heat thing, but still.
He's got an over 9,000 Dragon Ball Z Vegeta in the first arc scanner.
That clips to his glasses, his normal ass glasses.
Brought to you by Google Lens.
He also because this is a fairly gritty, down to earth crime movie.
Google Glass. That's what it was.
Yeah. So this movie's pretty gritty, down to earth. So the guns and shit they're working with are pretty traditional, old fashioned guns. And then halfway through the movie, in walks Common with high tech military assault weapons and body armor and all this insane shit that's completely out of place in the movie up to this point, and it's so good.
This sounds sick. I'm gonna watch it, but I'm just saying, you're a really bad hitman when you're turning down payment.
Well, apparently Jimmy Conlon is known in the criminal underworld, and he did something to this motherfucker to make him angry. So,
do you know what's better than getting back a motherfucker who made you angry?
Getting back a motherfucker and getting paid? Yeah, well, it's unclear if he got paid regardless. But the point is that he's I'd kill that motherfucker for free. Hang on. Oh.
Yeah.
Thank you. But yeah, it's a cool fucking movie. Oh, it's got Boyd Holbrook in it back when he wasn't famous yet. So I didn't recognize him when I first saw it. But now I recognize him.
Who's that?
Remember the guy with the robot hand from Logan?
Yes.
Yeah, that guy.
Tickets, please.
Yeah, that guy. Anyway, it's a cool movie. Like I said, it's Liam Neeson and Ed Harris as the two opposite guys, and they're just so fucking good together.
That sounds pretty good. Okay.
He's a white supremacist bad guy in everything except the Predator. To be fair, he didn't appear to be a white supremacist in Run All Night. He was an asshole, but he didn't appear to be a white supremacist. And
is Run All one word or two?
2 words. Run All Night.
Don't mind me.
Oh, Joel Kinnaman's in it too. I can't believe I forgot to mention this. Joel Kinnaman's in it. I like him.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, he is he's Liam Neeson's son, and Boyd Holbrook is Ed Harris's son. He does have the look, and it is great for casting. So you say everything except the Predator, but given that he was a military guy in the Predator, it's entirely possible he is also a white supremacist.
All right, I just bought my ticket to go and see that in theaters.
See what?
Run All Night.
Why are you buying it to see it in theaters? It's been out for a decade.
Well, I mean, that's obviously the only way I would see it, right? It's like if I was typing something in right now, I would have to just be buying a ticket to go and see it. So
it's probably on HBO, dude. It has been in the past.
Is subtext dead?
Oh, it's not on HBO. Never mind. Go see your theatrical screening of it.
Oh man, I'm already good to go.
I have it on disc because somebody gave it to me for Christmas.
Oh no, what I mean is I'm gonna watch it after the stream probably.
Yeah, true. I'm gonna watch The Pit after the stream because I need to know where the fuck they're going from here.
I mean, probably to Depressionville.
The Pit is not much of a depressing movie or show. It's more of a stressful show.
Oh, one thing don't lead to another.
It's really good though. It is really good.
I got too much good shit that's not stressful that I still gotta watch. Plus, I got good shit that is stressful that I gotta watch.
Well, I'm excited because they a big recurring storyline this season is that a nearby hospital has shut down and is rerouting patients to their hospital. And so they have a betting pool amongst all the doctors and nurses and everyone about what is the cause of the shutdown and how long will it last and how many patients will we get. Like it's a you know how it works.
Black Gold.
Yeah, basically. So yeah, so people were guessing mold, people were guessing fire. At the end of last week's episode, we found out that what it was
Wolverine.
It was cyber attack, and that they just got word that another hospital in the city has also been cyber attacked, and apparently they're being held for ransom. And so the director of the hospital, like the CEO, comes in and says, "We are preemptively shutting down the computer system. Good luck, motherfuckers." And that's pretty much where the episode ends.
I mean, doesn't that harm the treatment?
Well, that's what he's saying, is that losing the computer system, not under their own terms, would, I guess, harm them more? I guess that's the thought process?
Listen, if someone cut my arm off, it would be terrible. So before they could do that, I'm going to cut it off first.
Well, what it's more like is you either lose it to gangrene or we surgically remove it.
I mean,
I guess what the point was we're preemptively shutting down so that it shuts down at a time of our choosing, and instead of shutting down when we're actively using the computers.
But like, what if we actively need to use it?
Well, it depends what it would be for. Because, like, the actual medicine, like, all the medical tech is working just fine. It's just the, like, file system that has been turned off. Like, the internet-connected devices.
What if I need to access family history?
Well, the doctors still have their phones. Like they didn't put up a signal jammer. They just shut down the building's computer system.
And what if the leak was from a doctor?
Well, it's not a leak; it's a cyber attack.
Well, what if the cyber attacks from the doctors or a doctor?
Well, last season the missing benzos did turn out to be one of the doctors, so you're not wrong.
When in doubt, blame a doctor.
Yeah, he was siphoning benzos out to fucking treat his own withdrawal symptoms. It was a whole thing.
Damn, that's heavy withdrawals.
It's what? I missed what you said.
I mean, I imagine those have to be heavy withdrawals at that point.
He was fine, like visibly to us. What it was that he was using, well, what he claimed he was doing was using it to taper off of some other thing he'd been prescribed. Now, again, that's what he said. Though I did get the sense that in terms of stages of the addiction, he's not very far in because he's not like missing work or behaving suspiciously or like it only gets discovered because one of the residents notices a discrepancy with two patients that took the same med. And she's like, huh, that's interesting. They both had the same doctor treating them. And then like she doesn't think anything of it, but then Noah Wiley's like, oh, that motherfucker.
He's doing it again.
Well, not again. It's like he's been doing it the whole time and I didn't know till now.
True. Oh. Motherfucker.
Yeah, well, when that happens last season, he kicks him out. He says, go home, you're fired, fuck off. But then the mass shooting happens, and like everyone else, that guy hears about it, comes back, insists on helping. They're just not in a position to say no. And so after the night is over, Noah Wiley is like, all right, here's how it's going to work. You're going to rehab with NA meetings 3 times a week. You're showing all this to me like I'm your parole officer, and I will think about letting you come back when you're done. And then this season takes place like 9 months later, and it's his first day back from rehab. So, like, the relationship between him and Noah Wiley is, like, awkward as fuck as a result.
Yeah, this doesn't sound fun.
Well, not every show you watch is about having fun. Sometimes it's about telling a story.
But, like, why would you want to consume a story? Because it's fun.
Why would you want to watch Schindler's List? Because it's fun? No, you watch it because it's great.
Historical relevance to the rise of fascism, maybe, and
yeah, and The Pit is current relevance to the problems in the medical industry. See,
I don't know, bro. I don't think at like a theater showing of The Pit you have like 200 survivors of one specific guy stand up and be like,
you won't have that. But what you will have with The Pit is people who did survive actual tragedies that happened in Pittsburgh seeing themselves in the characters who also survived those tragedies. It's smaller scale.
I have no relation to this whatsoever.
I don't know. Like they had a lady who survived the fucking Tree of Life synagogue shooting a few episodes ago. Like, that was nice.
I survived tragedy. I don't need no more.
Well, in her case, it was a mild injury and they treated it with ease.
Oh, well, convenient for her.
Yeah, I've said this before. The cases are usually not what's interesting in The Pit. Usually what's interesting is what we find out about the characters.
You know, maybe it's on screen as well.
Yeah, I know. Like they had a dude last week whose whole thing was he was having chest and stomach pain because he ate 36 hot dogs in a hot dog eating contest.
Okay. So tell me, did a single person call him a glizzy gobbler?
Shockingly, no.
Yeah. See, this is fucking dumb.
What they did do that was very funny was the doctor's treat. He's like having trouble speaking because his
the
chest
grand
hurts and
glizzy
everything.
gobbler right there.
He's like, lying there. I feel like shit. And the doctor's like, all right, how many hot dogs did you eat? And he kind of goes like this. And the doctor goes, you ate 351 hot dogs? Oh, no, sorry. Oh, 36 hot dogs. Oh, okay.
That's a lot less hot dogs.
Well, that's what he says. He's like, well, that's still a lot. So, yeah, it's I don't know. It's a fascinating show. You find out who these people are. You find out little hidden secret things about them.
But like, I could just go and watch homeless people for that.
Yeah, but why would you want to watch? Well, there's homeless people in the pit.
It's funny because you're about to be like, why would you want to watch homeless people? So,
well, no, seriously, like, what I was going to say was, why would you want to watch a real life sad story? If I have to watch a sad story, I'd rather watch a fictional one.
Because at least if I watch a real one, I feel like I'm like learning something and not just putting myself into the realm of sadness for like we have enough real sad things in the world. I don't gotta make more.
Ugh. Fuck. Speaking of sad things, did you have to shovel a fuck ton of snow?
An unholy amount, and I was still recovering from the flu. It was a bitch.
Yeah, I was a lot younger last time I shoveled this much snow, and I'm feeling it. I'm feeling it, Mr. Krabs.
Bro, that's what ointments are for. I've just been constantly using a bunch of rubs.
I haven't gotten that bad, but I definitely woke up feeling like I did a shoulder workout.
It's all in my lower back where my hips meet my back.
Movies and shows aren't about learning, they're about feeling. Learning is a nice bonus. Yeah, that's true. I guess.
I don't want to feel sad today, Granddad.
I mean, I've told you I don't watch The Pit stoned because if I do, I'll have a heart attack. So, I get it. Trust me. Oh, you know what else is back today is that fucking Godzilla Monarch Legacy of Monsters thing.
What's that?
It's an Apple TV show that's like set in the MonsterVerse, like the Godzilla and Kong movies.
Okay.
But it's about Monarch, like the government agency that handles monster shit. And like
I was thinking of Mothra at first. Okay.
Well, yeah, so it's about the human characters in a Godzilla movie, which doesn't sound interesting, but it is.
Oh no, I mean that sounds interesting. They've done a few anime shows about that.
Well, this is live action, but yeah.
Well, Godzilla's Godzilla. I mean, just
well, he doesn't appear a ton. Like he appears here and there, but it's mostly about the people.
Well, yeah, no, I mean like Godzilla stories are about human beings dealing with a force of nature. They just literally anthropomorphize a nuke / climate problems into Godzilla.
You know what's great is so it has like a dual narrative, like one storyline set in 2015 and one set in like the 50s and 60s.
That looks like Godzilla, but for legal purposes, it is not.
Still, we should run like it is Godzilla.
But
no, it isn't. Yeah, so because they have like the dual narrative, there's one character who's alive in both timelines, or both time periods, I should say. And I've mentioned this before. They've got Wyatt Russell as the young version and Kurt Russell as the old version.
Yes.
And they do the cool little like, and Wyatt Russell as Lee Shaw, and then the Wyatt flips into a Kurt Russell.
That's kind of neat.
Yeah, like it's not like an amazing show, but it's a cool show.
See, no, like this sounds fun. like,
Yeah. It's
or, like,
more interesting than a thing about the background of Godzilla movies should be.
I don't know. I mean, like, I care about the worlds that can make Godzilla and deal with Godzilla.
Oh, it had Anders Holm in it too for some reason.
Do you get the Robo Godzilla or Mecha Godzilla?
We got him in the King of the Monsters movie. Keep in mind, this show takes place before, like, it takes place in the immediate aftermath of the first Godzilla movie.
Oh, okay.
So
yeah.
that's why the present is
Shit,
2015.
right.
Yeah, so that's why the present is 2015.
Okay, no, that makes sense.
Yeah, whereas King of the Monsters presumably took place when it came out. So this is like a prequel to King of the Monsters, technically.
Okay, I like that.
Though then it has the flashbacks to the 50s and 60s and shit. In fact, Anders Holm, yes, the guy from Workaholics, is not.
Are you? So you're talking about not the singing one and not the one with the afro?
Who are you talking about?
Because one of the guys from Workaholics is now the singing partner for Anna Kendrick.
No, not that guy, and not.
And then one of them is the guy with the afro.
Yeah.
And it's not that guy.
No, it's the third one who's
the tall guy.
Yeah.
Yep.
So he appears in like the 50s flashbacks as a younger version of John Goodman's character from Kong Skull Island.
Like, I'm not against this, but
Well, it's because the main characters in the present are the grandchildren of the guy from Skull Island.
No, I know. I just mean using him.
Yeah, I mean, he doesn't really look like John Goodman, but he plays the role well, so it doesn't matter. And plus, it's him 20 years younger. It's okay if he looks different.
No, I just didn't know that guy was still acting.
Yeah, he's good, too. The Japanese woman from Shogun is in it as well. Anna Sawai, I think is her name. Oh, the black lady from The Flash was in it as well. It was nice to see her in something that didn't suck dick and balls. Yeah, it's a good show. It's got cool shit in it.
Why do you say suck dick and balls isn't a bad thing?
I don't know. Clerks.
I mean, listen, if someone's courteous enough to even include the gonads.
Yeah, I mean, it is kind of weird that we use like cocksucker as an insult.
Because, like, I don't know. I've never seen a cocksucker, and then like, you're a bad person.
Yeah, I know. But yeah, it's a good show, and I recommend it. It's got fucking cool little Godzilla Easter egg shit. Get to find out about all the secret Black Ops shit they were doing in the 50s about monsters and magic and bullshit.
Monsters and magic and bullshit, oh my.
Yeah, probably not magic, but like the Hollow Earth weird realm where time passes differently type of shit. I don't know.
Straight like conspiracy gold.
Yeah, I think they get into that at some point. I think one of the guys, like, as a hobby, used to read up on government conspiracies, and now he's like, oh shit, there's a real one.
The One Piece is real.
Anyway, I kind of want to go watch that and get some water and take more marijuana.
I mean, you can always just do it now.
Well, yeah, I could, but then I'd have to leave, and I don't want to do that. I mean, people say kiss my ass, including me, so it's more just anything in that region involving mouths, I suppose. Yeah, though kiss my ass, that makes more sense, because that's not so much a sex act as it is a haha, you have to smell my ass type of thing.
I mean, Lick Mein Arsch was a Mozart song.
Yeah, it was.
Just to roast some dudes who pissed him off because they had said how he was, like, I believe, simple in one of his patterns.
Yeah.
Like, simple? Lick my ass.
Yeah, I'm not a fan myself, but you guys have fun as long as you're being hygienic about it.
Well, how can they do that without the bidets?
Well, with a shower, but yeah.
I mean, yeah, but like, God forbid we have efficient devices. Like, dog, you don't gotta wash your hair every time you take a shit.
Speak for yourself.
God damn.
I do have one or two t-shirts that are so long that I have to like tie them in a knot when I wipe my ass.
I mean, at that point, you might as well just take the shirt off.
Well, usually I didn't know I had to shit till I got in there, and I'm like, oh, hang on. Pinch it shut and sit down.
Well, yeah, but I mean, like, as you're shitting, you aren't like, I have to wipe my ass right now in this very moment.
Well, see, the thing is, when you're sitting on the toilet, the whole thing bunches on your waist, so it's not in the way of anything. But then when you kind of, like, lift up to wipe your ass, it falls back down.
Shirts versus skins.
Yeah, you can also wipe your ass the proper way, which is eating the toilet paper so it wipes on the way out.
Simpsons did it. Like, what the fuck?
Did they?
It sounds like something they've done.
Anyway, I'm going to go fucking try to beat that God of War challenge and then watch The Pit. So take care, everyone. Like the stream, subscribe to the channel, turn on notifications, wipe your butts.
Week when we come back, unfortunately, it's going to be March. And you know what that means. Black History Month is over. And we're going to talk about Roman history.
Okay.
I don't know. Like, it fits.
Yeah. All right. Take care, everyone. Keep your buttholes tight. And, I don't know, enjoy your substance of choice. We'll see you on Tuesday.
Don't get too fucked up unless you're with me. Bye.
Go.